How's it going, everyone? It's Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch. I'm back with another review. Today it's a game called Riptide GP Renegade, provided to us by Vector Unti. We're going to get straight into this review to find out if it's worth your hard-earned cash. Let's get into it. Hydrojet racing in this futuristic setting is illegal, and why it's illegal though is unexplained. As the protagonist, you accept a challenge from a racer who believes they can beat you. It seems at this stage you are at the top of your game. Of course, the race is accepted and the race begins. Here you learn some of the moves before it's all over rather quickly and you're arrested by the cops, only to go down for 2 years. You start the game proper, making a comeback as a rookie, taking up races to build up to the big leagues again in this underground world. In all honesty though, there didn't need to be a story here, but I'm actually glad the developer made the effort, as it gives you, the player, a bit more extra motivation. Now the music here gets your attention from the off. There's some quality drum and bass to entice those audio senses. The sound effects when you're on your hydrojet thrusting through the waves and the water all sounds good, and pulling off stunts is satisfying, as the sound effects which accompany a successful stunt make you feel really good. The visuals though is where a lot of work has been put in. Graphically the game has that arcade feel to it, and for the price I was surprised how good they are here. The models of the hydrojets can be customised and you can choose a variety of colours, which is great, especially as you can play online and you want your beast to look as unique as possible. I like how they transform within the game when you're boosting and the back opens up to show those boost jets and the flaps move about. A really great little detail. At first you can only choose one type of hydrojet, but as you get through the game you can unlock more variations. In games like this I always end up looking at the physics, as water-based games in my opinion are always difficult to get right, yet the water seems to move closely to how real water does, and the water spray effects look awesome, especially when water's splashing against the camera. The water looks nice and clear on some stages where the sun is shining, yet in others where there is a storm brewing, the water is more cloudy. It's really impressive at the backgrounds, as they're really memorable here. The stage where there's a huge storm brewing, causing huge waves for you to pull off stunts, lightning bolts all striking all over the place, to the stage where there's a war going on with set pieces moving around and hindering your progress. The stage where trees are burning and falling into the track is another particular highlight. In solo mode there were times where I did encounter some slowdown, and it was mostly in the areas where there was a lot going on in the background. Playing in handheld and on the move was for the most part a great experience, but again, only rarely did I encounter some moments of slowdown. It didn't really affect the overall experience too much, and even split screen where there was 3 of us, the game seemed really fast. I was really impressed for an indie title that the graphics were this good. Hats off to the developers Vector Unti for producing such interesting and believable settings. Vector Unti of course brought us beach buggy racing, which was a bargain for the amount of content and fun that game brought us. Here it's no different. Swap the cars for hydrojets, more polish in the graphical department, and you have a Riptide GP Renegade. The Riptide series has mostly been on mobile platforms, from Riptide GP, Riptide GP2, which debuted on mobile devices and also Xbox One, PS4, and now we have Riptide GP Renegade. This game feels like it holds its own on consoles. Now there are a few modes here. You have quick play, where you can set up a race on your own or against AI or friends. You have the ability to play with 4 friends in split screen, which is great fun, and the Switch ran the game really well with no noticeable performance issues, and it still felt really quick. The resolution was not as sharp of course, but that's to be expected, and the compromise made so you can all play together locally. Then you have online mode, which is multi-platform, so I was looking forward to playing against online players. However, I found it extremely difficult to find a race at the time of writing this review, and hopefully when the Switch version is released on the 7th of December, there will be more people online to play against. In any case, it's great that cross-platform and more so an online mode has even been included, especially for the price of this game. The meat of the game is spent in career mode, where you'll take part in a number of events, from pure racing against against 7 other players, elimination events, to where you have to take part in just pulling off stunts. As you progress, you will unlock cash dependent on how well you have done in each race, and finishing first you will be awarded more cash which can be spent on upgrading your hydrojet. You can upgrade acceleration, handling, boost and more. Once you upgrade your hydrojet to the max, however, it will soon be time to trade it in for a better model, which can be unlocked by beating the one-on-one races with bosses, and then you will unlock that particular model of hydrojet. The upgrade cycle then begins again. Some races have police making your life really difficult in these underground race events. They can really be an annoyance, blocking you from taking the lead, and adds another dimension to the races. Controlling the hydrojets feels nice and tight, and they have a pretty nice weight to them. Chucking a hydrojet sharply into the corner and the water will slow you right down, so getting those race lines down is key to being fast. Performing tricks at the right time is a risk versus reward scenario. The stunts you can pull off, which in many games feel like an afterthought, here add a great deal to the experience. There are lots of tricks you can pull off, and you can unlock more with points that you get throughout the races, which you can then use to buy more tricks, and it's great exploring how to pull them all off. The fact that the controls are really tight makes it a joy to actually pull off all of these tricks, from backflips, front flips and all sorts of variations which can be activated whilst airborne using the analog sticks. Use both to pull off even more complex varieties. Go for too much, however, and your rider will fall flat on their face in the water, and you'll no doubt lose places and time. Get it right and you get the benefit of filling up your boost bar, and boosting is essential here to win races. As you get deeper into the career, the races become a lot more fierce and challenging, so it's essential to keep your boost bar topped up so you can keep up with the other riders, and this is even truer when playing against your friends, family or online. Races feel really quick, which keeps it fun, and as you go up the levels, the races are quickly more challenging. The learning curve feels okay, but there is spikes here in difficulty. At first the game feels overly easy, and then all of a sudden it's a lot more difficult, so this could be one of the things that could have been improved. Boss battles are just a one-on-one race and the fastest player wins. All very simple stuff, but Vector Unit have produced a game here which is polished and overall fun. So in terms of value, the career mode is comprehensive. Online with cross-platform and split screen modes all make an appearance here, and this game in my opinion is ridiculously good value at just £8.99 or $10. The career mode will take you a good few hours to complete, and there's always going to be plenty of replayability, being able to play with friends in a numerous amount of ways. So in terms of our verdict then, while the game does nothing original or unique in the genre, it doesn't matter. If you're after a traditional arcade racer to satisfy your racing urges, then look no further. For $8.99 or $10, you're getting a game here which is full of polish and overall is really fun. Most games in this price range have no online modes at all. This has online modes to race against others, and locally you can race up to 4 players split screen. You have a great little career mode, and so this is another tidy indie game to add to the Switch library, and one which is a no-brainer to recommend at this price. An easy 8 out of 10. For our written review of this game, check out www.switchwatch.co.uk. Really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below and I'll try my very best to respond to you. And if you're a new watcher here, we'd love to see you subscribe so we can see you again on our next video review. Of course, all of our existing subscribers, thank you so much for watching. We've just hit 3,000, so we really do appreciate it. My name is Juan Romero from SwitchWatch. You know what I'm going to say, guys. I'll see you on the next one.